With me I have Brice Perin, Lead Convertible Bonds Portfolio Manager from Generali Investments. Brice, can we look at some of the trends of the new issues? Which kind of sectors have proved most popular? Previously we had financials, some of the technology issues. I hear real estate is now becoming quite a popular sector.
Yeah, there have been lots of, especially last year, lots of new issue in the real estate sector, particularly in France and Germany. Anyway, those two sectors proved to have very good returns last month and last year. So this, I would say, overweighting on the sector we had last year proved to be a good opportunity for investors. Nowadays, the sectorial is much more broadened than it used to be in the past. So now you can find a mix of, yes, utilities, information technology, and the recent deals we had EG recently, we had Airbus as well, we had Telecom Italia, so we had lots of jumbo deals recently that reshaped the sector analysis.
You mentioned that Airbus deal in June, the yields went deep into negative territory there. Is that a problem for investors?
There is two ways to answer to your question. First, if valuations are too stretched, we are not bound to participate to a deal. There have been in the past some I would not particularly mention this one, but in the past there have been some deals where, in my view, valuation were pushed too straight. Zero coupon for high yield names. Maybe it was a bit surfing on the appetite for convertible bonds. So first, we are not obliged to buy it at primary market. We can wait for some pullback on the equity to have the yield to recreate to enter in those names. That's what we usually do. Secondly, to have only to focus on the yield itself may not be also the only approach. We are not buying a pure straight bond. A pure straight bond, yeah, with a negative yield will create some issue. There, we have access to an underlying equity participation. We have access to options. So what makes more value is a convexity.
So we can perhaps be more optimistic, for instance, about this, the larger issue, the most recent one, the IAG, another airline issue, a €1 billion convertible bond issue, where you have a lower yield than 2013, but much more equity upside.
Yeah, that's the reason why we always happy to see new issue like those. What we are looking as fund manager is that convexity. So with the life of the convertible bonds and with this underlying equity, sometimes they are much more equity-like, or on the opposite, without a very too low equity sensitivity. So new issue, usually by definition, are at the very convex part, the spot. Most investors, including ourselves, favor the most, because this is where you will benefit more from the upside, but also have the greater protection if the equity was to go in the other way.